students for life today. Oh, okay. How
The
to
recording
educate
has started.
Yes, okay. How to educate our students for life today and tomorrow. I think I'm having a problem here with
Not a problem, Anita. If you need to share you might need to share the full screen, or simply press the trapezoid shape at the bottom of your PowerPoint. The one next to, yeah, so that you can see the whole, so that we do not see the sidebar. It's at the bottom near the minus sign of how big your preview is. If not, share the entire screen. We had the same problem before as well.
Okay.
Okay, try it again, perhaps.
Can you see the screen?
We can see the screen, but we do not see the screen for presentation mode. You can go to Προβολή and press Προβολή παρουσίασης, or click F5. Click F5.
Yes.
Yes, good.
Okay.
Not yet. We are still seeing, or stop sharing the screen. Go.
Yes, it's. I can see it the way that. Okay. Yeah. New share.
Yeah, because for the time being, we are still looking at your previous screen. Yes, now it's done. Now it's done. Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about how to educate students for life today and tomorrow. These are our students. They're primary school students, and by the time they leave primary school, they have probably crossed a busy road without someone watching over them, made their first decision on how to spend their pocket money, had their first sleepover, faced various behaviors from those around them, and they have to deal with these behaviors. Now, our high school students, Nikki, Jenny, Konstantina, and Olga. By the time they leave high school, they have probably created social media accounts. Okay, this is for sure. They witnessed the first incident of bullying or cyberbullying and made a number of decisions on their own and faced the consequences of their actions or decisions. And they started dating. So the question is, how can we teach our students the skills and values that can lead them to personal development, gain an understanding of the problems and current issues our society is facing, and provide our students with an overall picture of the world around them so as to be able to manage their lives now and in the future? Can we, through teaching grammar, vocabulary, and reading comprehension, equip our students with the right tools so as to appreciate the value of friendship, for instance, good health and well-being, mutual respect, to manage daily stress, which is very important because although I see it every day, all our students are very stressed. They want to succeed in school. They want to be the best friend. They want to be perfect. They want to be like the girls they see on Instagram or Facebook. So they're very stressed. To manage their stress, their emotions, and the imminent risks they face as children and teenagers in a digital world. So we want every child and young person to have an education that prepares them for opportunities and challenges. This includes helping them with critical issues they face every day, such as friendships, emotional well-being, and change. We should create educational programs that cover a wide range of topics that are essential for students to develop into well-rounded individuals and responsible citizens. So from making informed decisions whether to stay out longer than their parents allow them to or not, to succeed in their first job, we should educate our students for all life decisions they'll face. This in turn achieves a virtuous circle where pupils with better health and well-being can achieve better academically. I can see something in the chat. Can I answer the questions now, or maybe I should answer all your questions when I finish the presentation?
In the end, yes. Okay.
Okay. Oh, yes. So, what are the 10 key goals to achieve this? Promoting personal well-being, and let me explain you this. We should aim to enhance students' self-awareness, self-esteem, and overall emotional well-being. It helps them develop a positive self-image and the ability to manage their emotions effectively. Developing healthy relationship. One of our central goals is to teach students about building and maintaining healthy relationships. This includes communication skills, empathy, active listening, and conflict resolution techniques. And this is very important. Educating on health and well-being. Imagine providing accurate and age-appropriate information about physical and mental health. We can cover topics like nutrition, exercise, and mental well-being. By educating students on these matters, we empower them to make informed decisions about their health and about their lifestyle. Preparing for economic life. Now, what is this? Preparing for economic life is budgeting, equipping students with financial literacy and an understanding of economic principles. This includes topics like budgeting, saving, even understanding loans, and exploring career options, what to do in the future. By imparting these skills, we prepare students to be financially responsible and informed participants in the economy. Fostering citizenship and social responsibility. Let's encourage our students to become responsible and engaged citizens. By fostering a sense of social responsibility, we encourage them to actively participate in creating a better society. Developing critical thinking and decision-making. It is not only important, it's crucial to emphasize on critical thinking and decision-making skills. Through discussions, case studies, role-playing, students learn to analyze situations, consider consequences, and make informed choices. These skills are valuable not only in personal matters, but also in academic and professional contexts. Enhancing personal safety. Personal safety includes online safety, includes bullying prevention, something that is unfortunately so common among students, among teenagers, and we can see it every day. It equips students with strategies to protect themselves and their peers from potential dangers. Promoting diversity and inclusion. By educating students about diversity, inclusion, and respecting differences among individuals, it helps create an environment where students appreciate and celebrate various cultures, beliefs, and perspectives, fostering a sense of unity and a sense of harmony. So, education for tomorrow. Holistic, we should focus on a holistic and innovative approach in ELT. Healthy lifestyle choices. Sometimes we can cover topics related to health and well-being, including physical fitness and nutrition, mental health, and relationships. By educating students about making healthy choices, schools can contribute to the overall health of their students. Social and emotional learning is a critical component in education. It teaches students important skills such as self-awareness, empathy, decision-making, and conflict resolution. These skills are essential for building positive relationships and managing emotions effectively. Preparation, bullying prevention. Okay, we mentioned it before. We can address issues like bullying, cyberbullying, and discrimination. By fostering an environment of respect and understanding, schools can work towards preventing these negative behaviors. Life skills, everyone is talking about life skills these days. Our classes can teach practical life skills such as financial literacy, budgeting, time management, and communication skills, how to listen, how to be polite, how to achieve a better communication skills. These skills are invaluable for students as they make their transition to adulthood. Critical thinking, by encouraging critical thinking, by discussing real-world issues, ethical dilemmas, and other challenges, it helps students develop the ability to analyze situations from different perspectives. Ethical dilemmas is a very good example. You can do it in class. You can ask your students you can give them a situation and they can ask them questions. What would you do if you were in your schoolmate's shoes? What would you do if something like this happened to you? I do it every time, and this is very effective. It helps students understand how other people feel, and it also helps them to understand how they practice empathy, how to be considerate of other people's feelings, of how other people think and how other people behave. Preparation for adulthood. We should equip students with the knowledge and skills they need to navigate their challenges of adulthood. This can include understanding their rights and responsibilities as citizens, making informed career choices, and contributing positively to society. And of course, students who are emotionally and socially well adjusted tend to perform better academically. We should support their overall well-being, our students' overall well-being, potentially leading to improved focus, motivation, and learning outcomes. And we can do it with the parents. The parent-student communication can serve as the bridge for important conversation between students, parents, or guardians. It provides opportunities for families to discuss sensitive topics in a supportive and educational context. And reduced risky behaviors can help students make informed decisions and avoid risky behaviors, such as substance abuse, an unhealthy relationship, or even how to cross the road and be careful, and how to make an important decision in their life. Overall, integrating all this into a school's curriculum contributes to the holistic development of students, fostering their emotional well-being, social skills, and overall life readiness. It promotes a positive school culture that values personal growth, understanding, and respect. Okay, let me give you some examples. We use some of these examples with our students. Okay, we create, there's a problem with the laptop. Let's begin by explaining, okay, we create trees. We have the trees everywhere. We can have carton trees or trees made of fabric. We like these trees. We put them on our walls. And we can use these trees for an activity. For example, we can begin by explaining the connection between trees and personal growth. We can discuss how trees symbolize strength, resilience, and gradual development, similar to human experiences. We can highlight the importance of resilience in facing challenges and setbacks. Sometimes we have a discussion about the qualities of trees, about its deep roots, how they grow over time, how they withstand in storms, and how they provide shelter to us. And we can relate these qualities to personal experiences. I provide them with sticky notes or small cards, and I tell them to write down personal challenges they faced or are currently facing, as well as the ways they've shown resilience. And we stick them on the tree. Or sometimes we use the leaves. We create carton leaves. We write down on them our personal challenges, how we deal with these challenges, and how we show resilience, just like a tree. Another great activity is something like All About Me, but differentiated. We begin by discussing the importance of self-acceptance and appreciating one's uniqueness. We use simple language, an example, to explain the concept to younger learners. We say that we are all the same, even though we're different. We can have different hair, different eyes. We may look differently, but we're all the same, and we should all accept each other. I encourage students to create a self-portrait that reflects their happiness and uniqueness. Sometimes they exaggerate with their features, and they use vibrant colors. The girls usually the hair extremely long, or the eyes are huge. But I encourage to do so. I encourage them to do so. So they use exaggerated feature to express their personalities. This way, we give each participant the opportunity to share their collage with the group. Then I encourage them to explain the elements they included and why they chose them. And finally, this is the good part. We display the self-portrait and collages around the room, around the classroom. We allow participants to walk around and view each other's creation. We view each other collages, we view each other artwork. And then we gather in a circle and reflect on what they learned about themselves and their peers during this activity. Some other time we create empathy artwork. For instance, I encourage students to draw the feelings from someone else's perspective, how another classmate of theirs feel. If someone is sad, if someone is happy, we paint them on a piece of paper or maybe on a paper cup or whatever. And this way, we practice empathy. We understand how each other feels. Okay, thank you.
Ms. Papamarkou, thank you for this enlightening presentation. So many great ideas and so crucial things regarding the key goals, the 10 key goals. You talked about critical thinking skills, and when you talked about financial literacy and understanding financial issues, you hit a spot there, because as an adult, I struggle. And yes,
yes,
indeed.
that's why it's important to teach our students financial literacy and budgeting.
And
We
budgeting.
create a budget tree as well. We have a budget tree. We like trees.
Yes, you like trees. So you use the budget tree as well?
Yeah, we did a budget tree.
How did you do this? And what was the idea behind? How did you structure that?
No, I have it right here, the budget tree. Let me show it to you. Okay, we do
use
have
trees.
time, huh?
Yeah, I use trees as well. In my lessons,
this is the
we
budget
use.
tree.
We can't see that, unfortunately. You have to
Can
share.
you see the budget tree?
We can't see the budget tree, but if it's too difficult, it's okay. We don't want to get
Annita,
stressed.
stop sharing what you're sharing so far to reshare the new email.
Okay.
Maria always knows the solution.
Maria knows everything.
I can't hear you so well because the internet connection is not.
It's okay.
Can you stop sharing what you're sharing right now?
Okay.
And share the budget tree photo.
I have to share the budget tree. Okay. The internet.
Yes, now we can see it.
Yes.
We can see that. Oh, this is a budget tree. And how did you do that? The students had to allocate.
We created the budget tree, yes. And we talk about budgeting, how to save money. And I asked them, for instance, okay, what was your allowance last week? Okay, €2. How did you spend the €2? And they write down everything. And we come to a conclusion in the end, how everyone is spending their money and how they can save money, or they can make better choices on how to spend their money.
Well, I have to use it as well. And Yes, Maria?
I have a question.
Mhm.
First of all, can you give us some advice about the age group that you use it with? You mentioned €2, so it should be low-level classes and young
Yes,
students.
from A1, A2 level students.
Good. And how do you, if I could think in terms of teaching games and learning outcomes, what kind of outcomes do you associate with this activity? Thank you.
They use language, for example, they can use grammar. They use grammar, first of all. They use vocabulary. It's like any other speaking activity, but this time they can learn something. They can learn something for their lives. That can be very useful for them.
Simple present as well, grammar structure,
Yes, they use simple
vocabulary.
present, they use simple past, they even compare what how John spent his money, how Mary spent her money.
You may combine it with educational drama. Okay, what a surprise.
Yes, okay,
Yes.
we combine it with grammar and everything.
Very nice. And I really
Yes.
like the empathy artwork you mentioned. So you display artwork on the walls. Is it just paintings or what else do you do? And
Not
how?
only paintings, but the empathy artwork is the goal is to understand, to realize how each other feels. I mean, how John feels, how Mary feels. So we create an artwork from someone else's perspective, reflecting someone else's feelings.
And they have to reflect on this.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And then we discuss again.
Very nice. And you
We talk about
practice
feelings, how to
skills.
manage them.
Okay. Are there any questions?
Uncovered. Thank you for the thorough presentation, Annita.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. And I think we can have a 5-minute quick break to stop the recording, and we will be back in 5 minutes with Miss Balali.